Come to order. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to the village board meeting of June 22nd, 2026. Roll call.
Terry.
Here.
Smith. Here. Cross.
Here.
Buchenko.
Yeah, there.
Stacy.
Here.
Gardner.
Here.
Starting out with the bang. Did you do the bills?
Yes.
Yeah, did you have a copy?
All right. In your packet, you have minutes from the last meeting of June 8th. Does anyone have any changes? If not, can we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Terry.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Buchenko.
Abstain?
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Okay. Would anyone from the audience wish to address the board?
Yes, I would.
As I stare at you.
She knows. My name is Rayanne James, and I live at 646 Woodward Street, and I don't know where to begin with this. I have had water in my basement 3 times in 1 week. It's coming up through my sewer pipes. I'm not understanding why, and it's not sewer. I'm at a loss. I don't know what else to do. They've been out, they've checked all my pipes, everything is good, but I am constantly having rain and backing up. I'm afraid to leave my house for the fear that if it's gonna rain, I'm gonna end up with water and I'm gonna come home and go, oh. I've had several plumbers come out and tell me it's because part of it is from us being down at the bottom of a hill, that we're gonna get it, but it's also because of the alley that is behind me is higher than what the house is, so it comes off of that and drains down. There are 6 in my neighborhood that all have water, and one of them happened to have 3 sump pumps in their basement. They ended up water. That's the ones that are right across the street from me. Wanting to know what can be done to try and stop this. Because this has been ongoing for years.
Well, and I believe we have, I know I can defer this over to Matt. I know we've had Public Works out there, we've looked at everything, things in the street. I think we had IEPA out there at one point.
Yep.
And they all basically said this is nothing on the village side that can be addressed.
Yeah, that's correct. We had the sewer, sanitary, and stormwater lines televised, which you received a copy of that as well. The Illinois EPA was involved in this. That was back in 2023, I believe. It has been an ongoing issue. I know you mentioned when we were talking in my office before you came in here about having a partial dirt floor in your basement, as well as having a standpipe that isn't always in. You put it in when it rains, right?
No, it's usually in constantly.
Okay. When you put that in though, you stated that it then starts to come in through your dirt floor portion of the basement, right? That right there tells us that it's something on the exterior of the home, nothing really per se to do with the village infrastructure itself, you know. If it's coming in from underneath, then it's obviously coming in from saturation around the house. The elevation of the alley, I don't really know. No matter what we do with the elevation of the alley there, it's always going to be higher than what your house is, just because of the entire topography of Beecher in that general location. So,
The lowest point really is the creek.
The creek.
You know, if you stand over
Right.
at Penfield at the creek, you look up and everything goes up in both directions from there.
Exactly. Outside of,
Because I can understand if it was just me, but it's not. It's everybody in that particular block area right there, as well as I did talk to somebody that lives down in the 500 block of Woodward, and they had water too, and they said, we normally don't get water. But they said, we had the exact same thing. So it's not just me, you know, on that part.
So it's every rain.
If we get more than 2 inches at a time, yes.
I was gonna say,
I
this
had
one was a lot of
seepage
rain.
yesterday, but nothing compared to what I had on that Monday and that Thursday of, what was it, almost 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Because
that's
there was
what that-
standing water in a lot of places in town, and that
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately, there was a lot of water that came down.
I don't know whether maybe a bigger drain would help there at the corner of Hodges and the alley. I don't know.
Yeah. Let me do some further investigating on it, and we'll try to come up with some sort of plan and see if there's something that we can do there, but we have exhausted all of our avenues at this point for sure. So we've spent many hours and many dollars over there with televising and things like that, trying to figure out what's
Sure.
going on with zero results, unfortunately, so.
Like I said, if it was just me, then I would say yes because of the house, but it's not.
Mhm.
Because I've talked with the neighbors and they've all got the same problem.
And I urge them, I know you and I, you private message me on Facebook a lot, and I urge the neighbors as well, if you have issues, you have to call Village Hall, because they log complaints when they come in, so that we have a record of complaints. Otherwise, to be honest, if there's 5 other people that had flooding, we know nothing about it unless they let us know.
Okay.
You know, otherwise it's not, you know, and even with you, I mean, I love helping you out, you know, doing whatever I can, and I try to text Matt and let him know, but it's not a valid complaint as far as Village Hall is concerned for something that's actionable, that's, you know, gonna be followed up on a regular basis.
So I
You
will
can-
talk with neighbors then and
Yeah,
let them know.
call Village Hall, or even email us if it's after hours. You can call and leave a voicemail. Like when I get a voicemail, it converts it into email, and then I can forward it to everybody, and then we have an actual log of things that have happened.
Okay.
Otherwise, you know, when all these people have issues, I mean, we need to know about it in order to be able
Sure,
to help out.
I'll spread the word.
With the year of your house, I don't know when it was built, but does it have drain tiles around the house? Around the,
No, it was built in 1890.
no, I know, that's what I'm, but
Now, I've had multiple people come out, and because of the age of the house, we can't dig along the foundation because we can't guarantee the stability of the house at that point. Because we've asked.
All right,
Okay.
thank you. Thanks for
Thank you.
coming. Yeah.
Thank you.
Does anyone else wish to address the board? No. All righty. Under my report, we consider a motion approving a request from Beecher Lions Club to use Gould Street between Indiana Avenue and Hodges to hold your All-American Day event on Sunday, September 6th, 2026, from 8 to 4. And this is Joe here?
Hey, it's
Hi.
a Saturday.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I thought that
He's all bent over down there.
Either I made a mistake or you guys did. It's Saturday,
I may have.
Saturday, September 5th.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
Okay.
right.
it says the 6th on there.
I mean,
So it's
I fat
Saturday.
finger
We
stuff
can
all the time,
change it.
so.
So did you just want to do an overview? I know you guys are not.
Yeah,
doing,
there's nothing crazy.
for
It's
now.
pretty much gonna be a repeat of last year. I'm hoping to do more family style stuff again, more kid stuff. A much bigger car show we're anticipating because we're offering some pretty good prize money. So we could have a couple, 125, 135 cars up and down the street. Not as many food vendors, but pretty much the same scope as last year.
Okay.
Okay.
Would someone like to make a motion approving that request?
are they still gonna have the alcohol with going on the street and stuff too? I know, didn't they have that last year?
We didn't have anything to do with alcohol. If it was Phil. Sitting Bull and the ambulance were obviously serving. If people were taking it on the street, I don't know if they were or not.
And then we're still gonna have the 2 officers there?
If we have, yeah, we'll do that if necessary, absolutely. Whatever you require.
Okay. Anybody else? Someone like to make that motion?
So moved.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
Any other conversation? Roll call?
Gardner,
Yes.
Stacy,
Yes.
Buchenko,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
This is not written on your agenda, but there was a bit of conversation first thing Sunday morning on Facebook where someone was trying to walk around the walking path at Lions Park, and they said it was a trip hazard and the village looks like crap. It was put a little differently on Facebook. So there was other conversation, someone else says that they walk on that path and it's not a trip hazard and it's being mowed, because I came back with, I says, look, I'm headed to church, I'll check on Monday to see what our mowing schedule is, although there were a plethora of photos of, all sorts of things and weeds that weren't whacked, etc. So my question about it is, I know since the western leg of that walking path is no longer village property, it belongs to a private party. What do we wanna do with that? Do we even wanna keep the walking path? I was talking to Matt today and he says he could probably just plant grass over it instead of keeping it up with that coating. Or do you want us to keep it up, but it's gonna be a C-shaped track that then kind of encourages people to walk on his private property over there, and, you know, I'm just consensus, it's not an agenda item, but just to kind of give us some guidance moving forward, if we even, what do we even wanna do with it? You've been mowing it, correct? Yeah, so it's being mowed, it's just, you know, there was
It's just got the loose gravel on it, right? Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, limestone
Limestone.
fines.
limestone, yeah, and it's, you know, it's getting worn away in places. I says, the other lady says, no, it's not a trip hazard, but, you know, do we wanna keep maintaining the C-shaped walking track?
Yeah, what if we just planted grass or something on the west side and put maybe like a cul-de-sac on the north part so that we can still use at least part of it? I mean, it's easier than just getting rid of all of it, I would think.
We could. Anybody have any objections to that, or you wanna keep it up? And I know, Mantino Soccer still uses, you know, the ditch part for doing their practice.
Is the ditch still ours?
Yeah.
The ditch is
Yes,
ours?
yeah, cause that's actually
pond
a
is-
detention pond for stormwater in that
Oh.
area,
Right.
so,
It's all ours.
it's all ours, yeah.
Maybe you pull depending on the day or whatever.
Anything that anybody has a complaint about,
Yeah.
it's ours, so. All right, so we'll discuss maybe just patching up, what do you think, our three sides, and then,
I guess can we see, like, obviously what the cost is, I mean, probably
Yeah.
shouldn't be too much, but is it even wide enough? Cause it's basically you wanna turn around on the north side so people can walk in.
I don't think enough people are out there at a time right now to worry about making it wider,
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's wide enough to drive a vehicle down, so.
yeah.
Cause everything was taken off the west side, swing sets,
Mhm.
shed, everything was
Yeah.
off there, right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even, I mean, if we were to do something to the west side, that's not even our property, so I'm not a big fan of,
No, the property.
trespassing to
Yeah.
do something
Yeah.
with someone else's
Yeah.
property.
Yeah. You don't really wanna encourage people to walk.
To walk the, I
Exactly.
know.
Would the gravel have to be removed to plant the grass, or you would just?
I don't think so. It's so grown over in weeds
Okay.
and stuff right now already that it would probably just take.
Okay.
It's-
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
Alrighty. Alright, well,
Discuss further,
pardon?
discuss further in committee or something?
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright.
Alright. We have a village clerk's report? No. Alrighty, committee reports, finance and administration, trustee Kraus.
Treasurer's report, huh?
The May month end in the village accounts was $5,516,235.59. The May month end for the commission accounts, $252,486.49. The two combined total $5,768,722.08. The May month end in general, $1,412,596.30. The May commission and non-AP payments totaled $411,775.84. There was a little over $200,000 loan payment for the wastewater treatment plant, but other than that, just standard payments. And if there are no questions, that would end my report.
Make a motion approving the treasurer's report as read.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second?
There's a motion and a second, discussion, roll call?
Terry,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Cross.
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion approving payment list of bills in the amount of $114,800.68.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Gardner,
Yes.
Stacy,
Yes.
Diachenko,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
And the only thing I have is want to let the board know, currently working on the five-year plan, so hopefully by the end of the summer we'll have something to present to the board, so that's all I have.
Okey-doke. Public buildings and properties, trustee Chaco.
Thank you. I'd like to consider a motion approving a permit submitted by Washington Township for a community resource fair to be held at Fireman's Park on Saturday, August 8th, 2026, from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. The estimated attendance is 300 plus, and the permit application is in court.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Terry,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Okay, I'd also like to consider a motion approving a permit submitted by the Beecher's Lions Club for Halloween in the park to be held at Fireman's Park on Saturday, October 31st, 2026, from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. The estimated attendance is 300, and the permit application is enclosed.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion?
Yes, I just wanted to point out that with the amount of people that would need to be at least one officer there for the.
Okay.
Each of them just, and that's the same on the other one too.
All right. Any other discussion? Roll call?
Gardner,
Yes.
Stacy,
Yes.
Diachenko,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
All right, I'd also like to consider a motion approving a 5-year service agreement with Ryan Fire Protection in the total contract amount of $10,208. This agreement will provide inspection services for the alarm and sprinkler systems at the public safety facility. Ryan Fire Protection currently provides these services at other village facilities.
Okay. There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Terry,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes,
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
and that concludes my report.
All right. Planning, building, and zoning.
Take a sip of water there.
Trustee Stacy.
If you need to step in, let me know.
So that doesn't say Public Works?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mayor. Public hearing considered a request for permanent non-conforming status for the continued use of an existing single-family dwelling residence at the property commonly known as 1220 Dixie Highway and located within the B3 General Business and Service District. A motion is needed to open and close the public hearing. Due notice has been published and letters were mailed to adjoining property owners.
So you're gonna make a motion to open the public hearing?
Okay, I'll make a motion to open up a public hearing.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
I got a question in regards to.
Hang on 1 second.
I'm
Roll
sorry.
call. We'll just, yep.
Gardner,
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
All right.
Now, what does the town wanna do? Do they wanna make this a different, description of the property, like make it permanent residential? Is that what they wanna do?
Well, no, because
Yeah.
currently the way it is, it's zoned as B3, general business, and we would leave it that way, but I know you were trying to sell the home and for somebody to be able to get a loan, you needed it to have permanent non-conforming, to have it remain as a single-family residence.
So that's the way you wanna leave it? That's fine with me. I thought you wanted to make it like a permanent residential, or whatever.
I think that's what we thought you wanted to do, was, because it's not, it's currently zoned B3.
Okay,
We can
well,
leave it B3, provided that that works for you.
no, that's fine. The only thing I need to know is that in the future, if the people that we sold the house to now, if they sell it, the next person has the same rights as what we had.
Right, if we make it a permanent non-conforming, then we'll file something with the county, and then that way, when whoever the next person is, they could keep it as a single-family home.
Okay.
So it's gonna be zone business, but forever, you would have the ability to keep a residential dwelling on it.
Okay.
And then if somebody needs to get a loan to buy that house or something, a lot of times the banks will make you state that you have a legal non-conforming use, it's called. So
Okay.
it doesn't conform to the business, but you can still legally have a house on it.
Yeah, that's the issue we were having, because the loan companies, because there was nothing else in the entire town to compare it to. They wanted like a residential status or whatever it was, but.
Yeah, because it's zoned for business, so they need to make sure that it's protected if something should happen to it.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine. All right.
okay. Does any other member of the public wish to testify? Or have any questions?
Can I have this gentleman's name?
Pardon?
What's your name again, sir? What's your name, sir?
Richard Boyd.
Richard Lloyd.
Richard Boyd.
Thank you, sir.
Loitz. Okay, would you like to make a motion to close the public
I
hearing?
would like to make a motion to close the public hearing.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Terry?
Yes.
Smith? Yes. Cross?
Yes.
Diachenko?
Yes.
Stacy?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Okay, next, I'd like to make a motion granting, permanent non-conforming status of property commonly known as 1220 Dixie Highway in the B3 General Business and Service District, and directing the village attorney to prepare the necessary documents for recording with the county.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second?
There's a motion and a second, discussion?
I got
Roll
something.
call? Oh, sorry.
Who's responsible for replacing the sidewalk in front of the residence that's still missing? I believe that was exposed by Nicor Gas, maybe?
Yeah, that was Nicor Gas.
Yeah.
They're the ones that tore that up. I'm
Yeah.
surprised they haven't fixed it.
Correct, yeah. Can you guys, as a property owner, try to get a hold of them and see if that can be mitigated? There's nothing there. I mean, that's definitely a hazard, you know, being right there on the main road.
Well, isn't, that village property, what is that?
State right away.
That's the, what do they call it, the Parkway, right?
Correct, yeah, that's state right away though. Yeah,
Okay, well, I
Yeah.
can call them, but trying to get through to them is like trying to get through to president. I figured they were gonna come out sooner or later and do it, you know?
yeah, right, yeah. One would hope, but obviously that doesn't,
I know, it is
oh
a
yeah,
hazard, I
that's
agree
deep,
with you.
that's very deep there, yeah.
All right, well, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, because that's not something that we would be replacing either.
Claim department, okay,
Make a claim.
make a claim. Yeah, click.
Do we need to add anything to that? Well, probably not. Yeah, because we really can't hold up a non-conforming use with it. Okay. Roll call?
Gardner?
Yes.
Stacy?
Yes.
Diachenko?
Yes.
Cross?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd also like to make a motion approving the ordinance number 1455, granting a variance from the provision of the Village of Beecher zoning ordinance to install a fence in front of the yard area of the property commonly known as 1469 Trail Site. Make that motion.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion? Roll call?
Terry?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Cross?
Yes.
Diachenko?
Yes.
Stacy?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
And, Mr. Lloyd, I'm just gonna get over
My hand was set up.
Yeah, so Mr. Lloyd?
Yes.
Yeah, and we'll just, when we've gotten a hold of the attorney for the paperwork, we'll get a hold of you for that,
Okay.
so, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay,
Okay.
sorry.
I'd like to make a motion directing the village attorney to draft an ordinance granting a variance from the maximum lot coverage required of the R1A single-family residential district to increase the lot coverage from 40 to 49% for the installation of a concrete sidewalk and expansion of the existing patio at 313 Aspen Drive. This matter was heard by the Planning and Zoning Commission at a public hearing on June 18, 2026. The PZC voted unanimously to recommend approval for the variance as a request by the petitioner, finding the fact are attached for your review.
Okay. There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion? Roll call?
Gardner,
Yes.
Stacy,
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion directing the village attorney to draft an ordinance granting the variance from the minimum spacing between, requirements between detached buildings as set forth in the lot coverage regulations of the Beecher B3 General District and Service District to reduce the required minimum separation between detached buildings from 20 feet to approximately 3 feet for the installation of a shed at 613 Dixie Highway. This matter was heard by the Planning and Zoning Commission at a public hearing on June 18, 2026. The PZC voted unanimously to recommend approval for the variance and requested by the petitioner. Finding of fact are attached for your review. Make that motion.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion, questions?
This is just for this residence, or address, right?
It's for
not-
the,
Okay.
yeah,
It's not a blanket one.
yeah,
Okay, thank you.
although actually Pete, our zoning, whatever you wanna call him, our zoning guru, brought it up that it might be something,
If I remember right, Roger, weren't we supposed to be, there'd be no chemicals or something stored?
nothing combustible.
Yeah.
Also,
that needs to be
dry
added to
goods.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in the finding of fact.
It's in the
We-
findings of
Okay.
fact,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just wanna make sure that was.
Yeah, no, good call.
Because apparently a lot of, the reason for having these like 20 feet apart is in case there's anything combustible inside.
Let's spread it out.
Yeah, but, you know, they're storing paper products. And Pete had said it's something where you could actually talk to the fire district and see how strict they need to be about this in the future, and, you know, so. But anyway, so there was a motion and a second, any other discussion? Roll call?
Terry.
Yes.
Smith. Yes. Kraus.
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
You're getting there, Roger.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion directing the village attorney to draft an ordinance granting a variance from the sign requirements of the Village of Beecher zone ordinance for the installation of a pole sign at 744 West Indiana. The matter was heard by the Planning and Zoning Commission at the public hearing on June 18, 2026. The PCC voted unanimously to recommend the approval for a variance as requested by the petitioner. Finding the facts are attached for your review. I make that motion?
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second? Second. There's a motion and a second, discussion? Roll call?
Gardner.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Smith. Yes. Terry.
Yes.
Looks like a nice sign.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
okay.
And that's all I have, Mayor.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait,
So
Oh,
close,
that-
Roger.
I gotta put my
Start over.
glasses on for this.
That's at the top.
Oh, this is only 2 lines. Okay, here. The next Planning and Zoning Commission meeting will be scheduled for Thursday, July 23rd at 6 p.m. Village Hall. That's all I have.
Good job, Roger.
Yeah, take it back.
Deep breath.
He's done, he's going home.
Public Safety Committee, trustee Terry.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a report on the Special Olympics Law Enforcement Torch Run that went to town. Special thanks to the Beecher High School track team came out, and we also had fire department was there, and I can't remember if there's other volunteers and stuff, but came out. So other than that, I think we barbecued afterwards at Fireman's Park. And called it a day.
Get lighting buildings on fire this time?
Yeah.
I mean, we'd be proud.
Yes, right, I forgot about that.
I know.
And that concludes my report.
Public Public Works Committee, trustee Gardner.
Thank you, Mayor. The water billing register report for March and April is enclosed. I'd like to consider a motion approving the purchase of a Boss stainless steel 9-foot 2-inch DXT plow from Loft Truck and Trailer in the amount of $11,843.07. Funding for this purchase is budgeted within the 27 Public Works CESPA fund. Staff selected this vendor based on product availability and to maintain consistency with the existing equipment. I'll make the motion.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion? Roll call?
Terry.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes. I'd like to consider a motion approving the purchase of a 2026 Moritz aluminum truck bed from DeYoung Equipment in the amount of $7,000. This amount includes installation of the truck bed on the 2015 F-350. Funds for this purchase are included in the 27 budget. Staff selected this vendor based on product availability and to maintain consistency with the existing equipment. Make that motion.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion? Roll call?
Gardner.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
All right, brush will not be collected on Tuesday, June 30th to allow for preparation for the 4th of July festival. Matt, do you have anything to add?
I do. Miller Street Water Main project did begin today. They were out saw cutting the road for their bore excavations. They do plan on beginning pipe installation as early as tomorrow. The roadway will remain open for the 4th of July Fest. Everything will be functional as far as parking and getting the rides in and out of the park and everything like that we normally do. So M&J Underground is scheduled to shut down next week on the project, so that way they don't interfere with any of the 4th of July festivities going on in town, and then they'll pick back up after that. So just that we had a couple questions today if the road would remain open and parking and all that, so just wanted to make that known that everything will remain status quo as it normally does. So.
Is it, while they are working, are they gonna be closing portions of it? I would assume they'd almost have to.
They should. They're starting on the west end now. They already have one hole excavated where they're going to start tomorrow up at Reed and Miller. They're going to work towards the bridge. They may get that bored in tomorrow even. Depending on how that goes is kind of how the rest of the week goes. And then obviously everybody knows that there's more rain chances coming. Unfortunately, it's never ending. Obviously that's going to halter a lot of stuff going on over there as well. But I don't anticipate them having to close the roads for any long duration of time by any means. So I'll be in constant contact with them though if that were to happen.
Okay.
Speaking of the 4th, when's the courts and the outdoor bathhouse shut down?
This Friday. We were going to talk about that too. I believe we were going to shut the splash pad down this Friday as well, coming up right before the carnival arrives in town. Typically this Friday we're planning on putting up the beer stand fence, and when we do that we typically close down the splash pad and fence that area off as well. So all that'll probably take place this Friday.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I have.
All right, economic development community events, trustee Smith.
Thank you. I wasn't able to go to the eye opener breakfast because I was out of town, so I didn't know if you.
No, and I got sick, and I
Oh,
ended up not
no,
going, I
okay.
ended up with an upper respiratory. So I did contact them, I let them know
Okay.
the night before, and they're gonna, send a PowerPoint of
Oh,
what they
okay.
went over for it,
Yeah,
so.
I just
Cause they
wasn't
usually,
sure.
they usually send a copy afterwards, and they have not yet,
Okay.
so.
Alright, well, that was it then.
Yeah, no, I know, that's my favorite event too.
Yeah, I was
It's like-
upset to be out of town, but I was in South Carolina, so.
Yeah,
it's-
and it was actually sold to capacity, they had 400 people at this thing.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah, they're large.
Okay, well, that was all then.
Alrighty, any other business to come before the board?
I got a couple things. Do we have an update on the, I don't know if we're calling it garbage wood, whatever it is over in Catalpa? I know they were given instructions to move that stuff, correct?
On Orchard?
I'm sorry, Orchard, I don't know, I always do that.
Catalpa, I'm like, what did
I
Catalpa do?
remember there was a small fire a year ago, but I can't remember the street name, and I just drove by. So
Yeah, I was by there, I think I probably went by there Friday was the last time I went by there. I think some, like, you could tell they had removed some of the wood, but not all of it.
were they given, I guess what I meant, were they given a timeline? Cause I mean, I know before when we went by, like, we just started to grow, it started to look like crap now.
They've moved a lot of the garbage,
there.
yeah,
I mean,
they moved a
okay.
lot of the garbage out, they just
All
have,
that wood still there.
The wood, the trusses were still there, but I have not been by this week yet.
Well, it was there,
There's-
right there today, it's still there. So I'm
Okay,
thinking, were they
yeah.
given a time to move that stuff?
No.
You know, okay.
Not that I'm aware of, I can double check
I
with
mean,
safe.
can we give them a time to get it cleaned up? Okay.
Yeah, and I think actually Safe Built had said something when they had emailed them as far as like getting the next inspections, you know, that stuff has to be out of there, so I'd have to take a look at exactly how it was put, but.
Question, was that it?
They were pouring some cement today, so.
Were they?
Cement truck was there when I came, about 4 o'clock, I went by there.
And do you want to say anything about the concert?
Oh, yeah, thank you, totally forgot. We had our first concert in the park, last weekend. I wasn't able to attend, I was out of town, but I talked to numerous people that were in attendance, they said the band was great, the weather cooperated, we had a food truck in place, and the people who were there said they thoroughly enjoyed it, so looking forward to, well, the concerts for 4th of July and then the remaining 2 concerts in the park.
So those lights they put up around your stand and then the food stand, those,
I haven't had a chance to see it yet.
they did look nice.
People did mention that they did like the sprucing up of the stands and everything, so.
I have a question I'd like to ask, even though I don't live in this town. Do most towns have laws against disturbing the peace and unnecessary noise?
Usually, it varies by the town.
Well, the reason I ask is like, you got trucks and vehicles that'll accelerate from Church Street. And, I mean, I drove semi my entire life. There's no excuse for some of these trucks and the noise that they make. Doesn't the town have the authority to issue a ticket against noise pollution or not?
We do for
I'm just-
air braking.
Pardon?
We do have it for air braking.
That's it, just air braking? I mean, I just, you know, let me give
That's
you.
the only ordinance that I think that we would have for on Route 1 as you come into town for trucks.
Really? I was just interested, I mean, like, let's say you got a family, that's got young kids and babies sleeping, and you got somebody on a motorcycle just ripping out, making noise, I mean, just, you know, just
Well, and the
unnecessary.
problem is if they're going up and down, it's a little easier to catch. If all they do is go past, you have to have an officer there at exactly that point to be able to catch them. It's just about impossible, so. But, yeah, most towns do have that, and we do have different nuisance ordinances that cover a lot of different things, so. Alrighty, any other business?
I have something in other business as well, and I don't know if I missed it, but I know last year we did the fireworks, are they still shooting the fireworks off in the same spot?
Yes,
And that's gonna be on private property?
yes.
That's, yeah.
Did we get that, did we get permission and did we get, insurance thing like we did last year? I didn't.
And we actually own on the west leg of that path, we own kind of the north corner of it still,
Corner,
because the property line cuts on an angle.
Yep.
But still, you know, by next year, if they should build, it'll be too close to houses, so all bets are off next year, but, for this year, we have permission to do
I
that.
don't remember if we did the
There-
insurance thing, that's all.
And then on the first.
There is a fireworks show at the high school soccer field on the 1st at approximately 9:30.
For commemorating the
Yeah.
flag.
Yeah, the 250 years, yep.
Yeah, so there'll be 2 fireworks shows this year. All right, any other business? All right, would someone make a motion to adjourn to executive session under section 2C1 of the Open Meetings Act to discuss matters involving personnel?
Make that motion.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second? Roll call.
Terry.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Cross.
Yes.
DeChenko.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.